is pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
This movie is rated R. It contains some nudity, some violence, and mild language. Showtime suggests viewer discretion.
Hey horror fans, this is Scream Queen Dee Wallace, and you're watching the Horrorholics.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of the Horrorholics. We love the fact that you guys are joining us this Saturday night. We're going to have a fun show for you guys all night. We have a couple giveaways we're going to be doing. We're going to be reviewing Party Massacre, written, directed, and acted by Drew Marvick. We also have an exclusive interview with him that we're going to be showing you guys tonight as well. Also some skits. And just all-around good horror love. Drinking. We also have a 6 chug challenge we're going to do. That is kind of tied to Party Massacre in some way. So we'll get to that at some point too. But I first just want to say hello. My name's Darren Mitchell from Horror and Me. If you don't already know me, I know some of you guys might not know the other guys too. So let's just go around real quick and introduce ourselves and tell us a little bit about you. Let's start with Craig.
How are you doing, everybody? Craig, a.k.a. Uncaped Crusaders. I like to think you guys, you know me, especially if you know Darren, you know Mr. F.U.C. We've been around the block a few times, and definitely going to have a lot of fun with you today. What do you got to say, Larry?
Man, this is deja vu for me. I'm sitting here, for y'all that don't know, like 4 of us have been around for a while together, so we add Raymond to the group, who we've known forever. Wow. It's like we're coming back home to redo it again. It's fucking so amazing. But yeah, I'm Larry, the F.U.C. on YouTube. I'm ready to rock. So, goddamn, let's do it. Last Pharaoh.
Hey. I'm Raymond, Last Pharaoh, here on YouTube. Ready to sit here and drink and have some fun with you guys.
Hell yeah. We love having Raymond with us on the show tonight. It's going to be fun. As you see behind him, he's a crazy collector too. If you haven't watched any of his videos on YouTube, you definitely need to, because the man's crazy. He's got so much shit. All right, guys. So we did our little intros. In the tradition of the Horrorholics, we always like to start our show with a beer chug. So to you guys, to a great show. To everyone in the chat, Nasravi.
Cheers, fears, and beer.
All good.
A precursor of things to come.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to do Jordy and Morty's joke of the week first before we get in, or we're going to wait on that? Okay. So we also like to go around after we do a chug. It's something we do in our Facebook chat all the time, or our Facebook page, where we drink here and then we talk about like a movie that we watched or something that we think you guys should check out. Craig, you want to start? What have you watched recently you think people should check out?
Okay, I will definitely start. I got a couple of good ones, and it's sort of an extenuation from something I mentioned when we went live on Facebook. I think when I was on Facebook, I was extolling the virtues of what was it? Some of the internet websites, some of the streaming services. In this case, Hulu. And I had mentioned a few movies I discovered on Hulu. Well, I kept at it, and I came across two really fun movies. One was called Uncanny Annie, which think of a horror version of Jumanji. I mean, formulaic as hell, it's what you'd expect, but it helped that Uncanny Annie was a creepy little girl, like Ghost. So that added to it. And then another one that I was a big fan of was Little Monsters, but don't everyone go, oh my God, I know that movie. Not that Little Monsters.
I have that on the server.
The 2019, Josh Gad is in it, and he plays like a children's performer. You have the woman from Us in it. Essentially, it's like zombies attack a bunch of kids. You know what? It's a much, in my opinion, it's a much better version of Cooties. If you ever saw Cooties and you want Cooties to be more, that's what this is. And I guess the last one I'll give you, is it a movie? It's actually a series, and it's a British series that I didn't even know existed, but I also discovered on Hulu. And there's only 6 episodes so far, and it's short, like 20 minutes. It's called Zomboat, and it's a zombie apocalypse type comedy. And the people are trying to escape on a boat. It's fun. It is, it's a watered down Shaun of the Dead type stuff. But the zombie art is not nearly as good. But you want to have some fun with some movies, especially if you got younger, like the tweens. There is goriness, but there's not a lot of nudity. So if you want to get like a younger group into comedy, all of them are excellent like starters for them. And if you want to just do something a little less intense once in a while, like everything doesn't have to be Soviet film, I recommend all those. So what about you, Larry?
Well, first off, I want to go ahead and say what you said, Little Monsters. I watched that movie one night. Me and Bree were outside trying to find movies to watch. And, of course, we all have this thing called the Plex that we pretty much just use Grog for. And fucking that movie was on there. Totally
I love being used.
That movie was awesome. That movie was amazing. So, yeah, y'all go check that out. See Little Monsters. The movies that I've watched here lately, they're both older movies, but I had never seen them. One was The Dead Pit. I finally checked it out. I believe it's 80s, late 80s. Could be early 90s. I'm not real sure, but pretty much like a little zombie flick. Bad doctor in a fucking insane asylum was pretty much killing and torturing his some of the patients because nobody would miss him. They didn't work out. He was just thrown in a pit. Eventually, everybody came back. Zombie shit happens, whatever. It was all right. Nothing great, but it's definitely worth the watch. I also saw Dead and Buried. Fucking amazing fucking movie. Another like zombie type flick where people die, but then this creepy ass like mortician gives them something to bring them back to life, and that movie's fucking amazing. If you haven't seen Dead and Buried, definitely check that out. Also, from David Sterling over at Sterling Entertainment, if y'all want to go check this shit out, I recently purchased the Camp Blood collection and the Axe Grinder collection. They come in these badass boxes. I love these boxes, everything about them. I haven't seen the movies yet, so I can't tell you about the movies, but the boxes are fucking worth just the collector's item. If y'all want one, go hit up David Sterling on Facebook. And
hey, you'll put them on that drive, one. Right?
They'll be on the drive one day. For y'all, they'll be on our personal Plex one day, or Grog's personal Plex that we rape them on.
Yeah.
But man, that's about all I've seen or gotten here lately. Raymond, what about you?
I haven't really got anything in for the last few weeks, but last weekend, me and my family, I set up a projector in the backyard and a queen-size bedsheet and projected Texas Chainsaw Massacre on the bedsheet, and we watched it at night in the backyard. That was very cool. I really liked that. It was a lot of fun watching it outside and just different. Only other movie I watched, Vivarium, last night. It was a movie that Jordan told us about. I watched it. It was pretty cool. A man and a woman, they just get married and they're trying to start out, and they meet a realtor that takes them to this like group of homes, and they get kind of stuck there. It's kind of hard to explain without ruining it, but they end up raising like an alien baby. It's really weird.
I heard about it. I wanted to watch it too. Like I was scrolling through it too because I heard Jordan saying it was good.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
Check it out.
Different.
There is one thing I want to bring up real quick, just because I forgot to mention it. Every time we get 20 likes on the chat, we do a beer chug. So we've hit that milestone. So if you guys want to raise your beers, you don't have to drink a full beer, but a man-sized chug. So to you guys, to 20 likes, when we hit 40 likes, we will do another chug.
Nazdravi.
Nazdravi. It's not me.
Well, it's not me. I don't have mine on. But hey, for everybody in the chat, keep your phones on and keep watching us if you are.
Yeah.
So, what's up?
Grog, I didn't talk about my movies yet.
Oh, go ahead then, Darren.
Grog, you want to do yours first? Any movies you've been watching?
It's just Star Trek movies. Sorry.
Okay.
Hey, that's all good. I can't blame you for that. Grog knows I've just been on a giant Sanford and Son streak.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
All right. What you got?
All right. So I watched. I was trying to like think of them and jot them down real quick. The movies just that I watched this week that I really liked is I finally for the first time I've kind of been on an Empire kick lately, watching a shitload of Full Moon and Empire stuff, and I think really because they're our sponsor for this week. But I finally watched Blood Dolls. I never saw Blood Dolls before. What a weird movie. Just such a weird movie. The guy's got a tiny head, but he wears masks. And it's like these billionaires fighting over, what was it, like some kind of corporate, like there was some kind of corporate like takeover. They're trying to do something, and then the guy takes revenge on the other billionaires, and he invites them to his mansion. And it's so weird. He has like a girl rock band in a cage in his house. Phil Fondacaro's in it. He's kind of like the little guy that like shocks them to make them play music. And there was three. They basically the guy has a machine that transforms people into like little dolls, and he uses them to kill for him throughout the movie. Really, really fun film. So I recommend watching Blood Dolls if you've never seen it. I think it came out like early, like 92 or something like that. Larry, you know more about.
Well, I can't lie on when it came out, but they did make one figure of it, the Blood Doll Pimp. It's a badass figure. They were actually supposed to make all the other little figures for that movie, and I guess it fell through and they never did. But you can pick up the Blood Doll Pimp, and you can pick him up in a purple alternate version figure. So
I didn't know they ever put out figures from that, but now I'm looking at your shelf and I see him.
Yeah, he's up here somewhere.
I see him up there. Yeah, that's cool. The other movie I watched, I won't spend a lot of time on because I think we talked about it the other day in like one of our little Facebook things. Is I watched Death Spa. Love Death Spa. Just such a fun watch the whole way through. The kills are awesome. It just has that nice nitty gritty 80s feel to it. But another one I wanted to just stick on with the same theme of like Full Moon and Empire is I watched Ghost Town. Love Ghost Town. Ghost Town is probably, now that I've seen it, probably one of my favorite Full Moon movies. I don't know what it is about it. I like it, but it's like I love the Western part of it, Westernness about it.
I've said that for years. Ghost Town is one of my favorite fucking Full Moon movies ever made. I love that movie.
It's so good.
Ugly ass fucking face all falling off.
Yeah.
Really good makeup effects in that movie.
Yeah, I just like the fact that how they pulled it off when people are like, they're there one scene and then they're not there another scene. And so it really gives a feeling that they are ghosts. And they just did a really, really good job with that movie. It's definitely fun. If you've never seen Ghost Town, you need to watch that. And the last one I want to say is, just because it's a weird one, not a Full Moon or Empire film, but Mikey. You guys ever seen Mikey? Never watched that in my life. It's the same kid that was in Blank Check. If you remember that kid from Blank Check, this was the kid, this is before Blank Check.
He was scary in that.
Really, really creepy. Creepy kid. He's basically tossed around from different adoptive parents, and he ends up killing his families. And then the last family he's with, he gets obsessed with the older sister and ends up killing like a ton of people. I mean, there's so many kills in that movie. Really interesting. So if you haven't seen Mikey, definitely check that out.
You know, that's one that I've been wanting to watch for a while, but I haven't gotten around. It's on the list of 1,000 fucking movies, you know.
Yeah.
But hey, Darren, I know you took one. You want to take another man-sized chug with me?
Oh, sure.
That's the
It wouldn't be horror without alcohol, guys. We wouldn't be horrorholics without it. I mean, come on. Come out.
Absolutely.
This shit is awesome. Once again, I'm so happy for everybody that's watching right now. We got like 30 or so. Thank y'all so much. But make sure, go hit the goddamn like button, the thumbs up button, whatever you want to call it. And fucking, it helps us. And it makes us know that you actually like what we're fucking doing. So make sure you do that.
The more likes, the more drunk we get.
Yes,
true.
With a 6-pack challenge coming, I don't know if that's gonna. I don't know if some people need help with that one.
I'm kind of scared for that challenge.
Me too. The thing is, it's so sugary, but we haven't told you what it is yet. So we haven't told you what we're drinking. So, but you'll have to stay tuned for that. All right, guys. So the main thing we wanted to do tonight is obviously we are going to be reviewing Party Massacre by the talented Drew Marvick. Before we start talking about it and giving our review and then showing the interview, exclusive interview we had with him, I do want to give away his Blu-ray. So Drew was kind enough to donate a signed copy of Party Massacre Blu-ray to the winner. So we are going to hold a little giveaway for this right now. So if you're in the chat, please participate. The first person that answers this question will win the signed copy by Drew of his film Party Massacre. You cannot be a Horrorholic member, obviously, to enter. It's everybody else.
Well,
Horrorholic cast member.
Yes. Right. Or personal. What the hell's personal?
In our group.
Close personal friend in our group.
I actually like that term, closenal. It's kind of like just a lazy way around it.
Let's get personal, baby.
All right, so my question is, open your ear holes. You guys ready?
They're what?
My question is, Drew kills his actual wife in his film. What instrument of death does he use to kill his wife? First person to answer that question will win the signed copy of the Blu-ray.
Nice.
It'll look like this. Pretty badass.
Look how sexy that thing looks. My.
Ooh.
I do love the cover.
God. I know, that's so cool. Yeah. When I first saw it, when the movie was coming out, when he was like repping his movie, I looked at that. I was like, damn, that thing's awesome. Zarium. All right, guys, it's up to you in the chat. What instrument of death did Drew kill his actual, in real life wife in his movie with?
Yeah. That's Ravi.
That's
No, he's about to spit his beer out.
That is a good question.
Hey, while we're waiting, who am I? Oh shit!
Is that Steve's Craptacular?
I didn't mean that.
That's the thing. That's with these gamer chairs. Like, if you just get off, if you're cockeyed on like an angle, like the slice angle, they tip over. It's fucking weird.
Hey, we got some good answers though. Umbrella, high heel shoe, a wiener, pearl necklace.
No.
That's Darren's dream way to go.
Slashed her throat. Nope.
Remember, you talk about the weapon.
It's the weapon.
The weapon, not how. The weapon.
The weapon he killed her with.
No knife.
I'll give you a hint. It's not going to be a hint for what the weapon is, but you know who his wife is in the movie because her boyfriend's name is Drew, and he's been texting her. So that's how you know who his wife is in the movie. How was she killed? How did he kill her?
And that's why Drew has a giant penis.
That's right.
No. Movie, the screenshot.
I know.
Now that makes sense.
I know.
And now I know the answer. I didn't at first because I didn't know who the wife was.
No, that's not the answer though.
No, I know. Well, it could. That would kill somebody. You nuts?
You guys are on the right track. We have a screwdriver, crowbar, but nope. The answer is not.
Interesting enough, a screwdriver was the first kill in the movie.
Thank you, Rudy Rodriguez, for subscribing.
That was the pool boy.
Oh, there we go. We got it.
Yeah. RD Zombie.
RD Zombie.
Yeah, our buddy RT. Good job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right underneath the chin.
His wife was killed in the movie where he stuck the claw part of the hammer up through her fucking gullet and came out her fucking mouth. That was fucking funny. I actually asked Drew about that in our interview. I'm not sure if it made the cut or not. That you guys will see here in a little bit, but I asked him straight up. I was like, what's it like to actually kill your wife? You finally got the opportunity. I know it's like every man's dream at some point after being married for 20 years to maybe kill your wife. But so it was funny.
This is live, Darren. Just because.
Okay. All right. So congratulations, RD. You won, man. You deserve it. You've been a longtime supporter of ours. So, man, that's awesome. Yeah, we'll make sure that gets sent out to you as soon as possible.
From Drew himself.
That's right. All right. So do you guys actually want to review this movie?
100%. Dying to.
All right. Why don't you go first, Craig?
Okay, I'll take it away, even though it was my pick originally. I am very happy.
Whose pick was it? Yeah.
Oh, that's my pick.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Hey.
Take it away, man.
All right. Full Party Massacre is a 2017 independent horror slasher comedy brought to us by the writer and director Drew Marvick. Cinematography was Brian Mills, I believe, and did a real good job with that. The movie is very reminiscent of cheesy 80 horror movies that I grew up watching, but set in a modern time with modern visuals. The movie looks fantastic to me. That surprised me how good it looked and everything. Yeah. The plot's simple. A rich girl's parents go out of town and she invites her bitchy, spoiled, rotten friends to a pool party. An unknown killer starts killing everyone off one by one. A wide variety of tools from the garage. I love the variety of kills, and they all had a nice amount of comedy and gore to them. I would have liked to see a little less dialogue in the movie. Some of the dialogue was unneeded, or it didn't help me relate to the characters in a way.
Yeah.
But as I didn't like the characters, when they died, it kind of made it more enjoyable. Because I wouldn't have to listen to them bitching and being bitches anymore. So that.
Yeah.
We don't learn who the killer is until the end of the movie, which is a shame. The killer was my favorite character by far. I wish we would have got to know him sooner in the film, but hopefully there's a Full Party Massacre number 2, and let's start off where this one left off.
So, all right, let me go right fast. So there actually is a Pool Party Massacre 2 coming out eventually, I guess. I know right now it's a kind of a bad year to be trying to fucking do movies because you can't really film anything. But I know Drew's been working on Pool Party Massacre 2 for a little while. I don't know if he has any left. Maybe I'll find that out in the interview. I don't know. But I'll tell you, I'm not going to, I have a shitload of hot notes wrote down, but I don't want to say everything. I want other guys to talk. But so I'll give one of mine. And if, people don't, say it, then I'll come back. But one of my favorite parts was when the dude, I think his name is Clay.
I think that's right. That sounds right.
Which he's actually my favorite character because he was crazy as fuck and just didn't give a shit. But when he goes in to jerk off, and the first fucking thing he does is fucking grab the picture of fucking Drew Marvick. His actual high school picture. He's like, "Oh, Blair, oh, your sexy golden locks," or whatever. He's like, oh, I thought that was funny as shit. And when I first watched the movie like a year or two ago, I didn't know that was Drew. And I didn't think nothing about it. And then, you get to know Drew and you fucking, you're friends with him. And he posts shit, all the time on Instagram and Facebook. And I'm like, oh, shit. When I rewatched it, I was like, that was fucking Drew, which made it so much funnier. The little shit that he throws in about himself. I love the fucking movie. It's one of the ones, like I said, he's doing it's a movie about like 80s fucking, slasher, pool party shit. Like Raymond said, it's a fucking movie that takes place nowadays, but it's based on 80s. And I thought it's done so well together. If you had some better actors, but dialogue, exactly. But man, I love it. I'll let other people talk. And if they miss my points, I'll come back. Who wants to go next?
I'll take it over. I disagree with what Raymond said. I actually love the dialogue in this movie because I think it made fun for me. Like when it was the one girl's father's like, no threesomes. And she's like, Daddy, oh, I don't want to be my father. Okay, just no devil's threesomes. You know what?
I like stuff like that, but some of it on the side, they would go on for too long.
The Ferris Bueller, the shtick I liked. And the one thing I hated, but I loved it because as soon as it happened, I'm like, yeah, them bitches can die, is when that one girl was making fun of Drew's character. Oh, doesn't he collect toys? Oh, he collects toys. Fuck him. You don't need a guy who collects toys. Like, oh, yeah, you're going down. But all the weapons, and that's made fun. The weapons, like, again, a screwdriver was the first thing, and then you had the handsaw, you had the hammer, the drill, the weed whacker. I was surprised, like, at one thing about the movie. The writing was amazing. Drew is awesome. As far as the character Clay, you can't convince me Drew never met Darren. Drew must have hung out with Darren at TFW or at some point because Clay and Darren, same guy. I could see Darren yanking a picture off my wall and going to my bathroom with it. And I'm just hoping it's one of my family members. Not one of my family members. But, like, the thing that shocked me about the movie, a horror movie, Pool Party Massacre, and again, it's not like that's the have-all, end-all for a movie, but it was actually really low on nudity. Like, in that whole movie, you only got two. You only got two sets. Which, again, I sound sexist saying that. We all know, though, when you look at some of those more exploitive movies like that, that becomes one of those expectations. The kills, though, more than made up for it. I definitely recommend it. I'm not going to read it yet. We'll do that in a second. But, I don't know, a big fan. And, Darren, what do you say?
Okay, well, as you pointed out, I am the dirty, fucking minded, sick fuck of our group, as you know. And, yes, the Clay reminded me of myself when he's sitting there at the pool and he's, like, oiling himself up. He's asking the girl, like, hitting on all the girls, sitting with him. Like, it's just, yeah, I thought of myself in that. I thought it was funny. The Dirty Sanchez, I mean, just the little things he puts in, Drew put into the film, in the narrative, were just hilarious. Like, the funny part about it is the girl that he's asking if they want a Dirty Sanchez, or no, it wasn't that girl, never mind. I thought it was the porn star girl in it, but we'll get to that in another part. Yes, the kills were amazing. I love the fact when they're in the very beginning when they're making fun of Drew's beard and they're like, why does he have a beard like that? Like, blah, blah, blah. And the part when Clay's masturbating, I laughed for a solid 15 minutes when he was masturbating because it made that like sick noise where it's like, it's like, and he's masturbating. Oh man, it was just such a good movie. I really enjoyed the kill with the weed whacker. I thought that was very interesting. I've never seen a weed whacker kill like that before in a film that I can recall off the top of my head. I did like the fact that every time he hung one of his killing devices up in the shed, the blood would drip off of it. And I like that he would grab from there and then he would replace it right back to where it was before. The very end of the movie, I really enjoyed too when you finally find out who the killer was, and it ends up being Drew. And it was this whole plot, with his sister to kill her friends so she could be the most popular girl. I'm sorry, that redhead, in my opinion, was the most annoying character, but she was supposed to be. Drew told me a little bit about her. She's actually a really fantastic actress, and she played that part really well. That is totally not her in real life at all. But I just enjoyed it all the way through. The cinematography in it, I thought it was shot beautifully, especially the budget, which we'll talk about here. I think it comes up in the interview, but yeah, it's wonderful. So without further ado, guys,
hold on. We got some more shit to talk about this movie. One of my favorite parts, one of my favorite lines from the movie. Craig hit on this earlier when they were talking about the threesomes, but it wasn't even the devil's threesome. But when the dad or the mom says, "Darling, we don't want to be total Nazis. If not for threesomes, we wouldn't have met." And he's like, "Oh yeah." That's when that came on to the, as long as it's not a devil's threesome,
Yeah.
But and another one, I can't leave this out. This is the part where I think Drew killed it in the movie by putting his little innuendo. But if people don't know, so when his wife is sitting outside, his wife in real life is sitting outside, and she's talking to her boyfriend Drew on the phone. All the girls start talking shit. One girl says, "He's not even that hot. He's got a dad bod." He looks like a homeless man. You know, he collects toys. What a fucking loser. It's funny as shit. He's talking about his own self. But then to cap it all off was when fucking after she gets killed and the phone's laying there ringing and it says Drew and it shows that Drew's got a big ass fucking dick.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna say something. When talking to him the other night, I love how he does that self-deprecating humor in that, because he's that kind of person that likes that kind of humor. So that was awesome. That was definitely awesome.
Yeah. I forgot about the dick on the phone. Like when they showed it up. It's those little things in the movie that really made it fun the whole way through. Do you guys want to rate this movie? What do you give it a rating out of 10?
I give it a 6.5.
See, and I'm a 7.5 because I thought the movie's amazing. I mean, if you had some better acting, and if it wasn't his first ever movie that he wrote and directed, produced or whatever, pretty much, I can just imagine from this movie to shit that he'll do in the future can only go up. I think he's gonna become huge, and because he's such a great fucking guy, a classic fucking character, just in real life, much less being a writer director. Holy shit, he's amazing.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to give it a 7.5 as well. I thought about it a little bit over the week to give an accurate one. I actually wanted to go a little bit higher, but there was some stuff continuity-wise that I pointed out to Drew, and he was brutally honest with me, which, again, is why the guy is fucking amazing. He doesn't want to hear, oh, it's great. So, okay. Well, I didn't know what was in there, but...
Hey, necrophilia is a dying art.
True. So yeah, 7.5. 7.5.
Okay. Real quick before I give my rating, I got to say two things. One, it's a hard burden to bear, but take it from me, it's really easy to be self-deprecating when you're packing a hog. Just want to get that out there. The other thing is, I am a big fan of micro-budget movies, and I'm going to rate this. This is my second highest rated of the micro-budget movies. I won't say what the budget is because it's an interview, but the micro-budget movies, definitely second favorite. So I'm not judging it and comparing to other movies that have a lot of money. I'm going to give this a 10. For micro-budget movies, it gets a 10. In that category, it gets a 10. His writing was funny. The kills were inventive. They actually wanted to kill the women after a while. I didn't see any continuity errors. I like the fact that when the sister's like, oh, we were going to blame it on the woman across the street or the guy across the street. He's like, well, no. How about why did you kill the gardener? No, he's a nice guy. Why'd I kill him? The writing, everything. Drew, my man, I wish I had a chance to be in on an interview. That guy killed it. I expect major things from him in the future. So 10 for me, easily.
I wonder if the movie is actually cool. Is it?
Oh,
isn't it cool?
Okay, I see what you did there. I see what you did. Gotcha. I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised you gave it a 10. I see why you gave it a 10, but I don't think you've ever given a movie a 10.
Well, I gave that catch-all, micro budget, but
wow, I'm impressed. Very cool.
I wish I would have known you were going to give it that high of a score because I was originally going to go like a 9, and I was like, well, I don't want them to talk shit about me.
Be your own self, goddammit.
But hey, no, the movie is fucking awesome. I mean, people in the chat, I haven't seen anybody say what they rated it. I saw a couple 7s, 7.5.
Yeah, a couple 7s. 7.5. You guys in the chat, what do you guys rate it? Let's do a final rating on this, and then we'll move on to the interview.
I mean, they've all been pretty high. I mean, I think Raymond's was the lowest so far with like a 6.5.
Yeah, mine was the lowest. That's me.
And that's pretty good. If the lowest rating is a 6.5, that's fucking awesome.
And I'm the one that picked the movie.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, while we're waiting, hey, Nazdravi.
Oh, Nazdrav.
Take a man-sized jug.
Ooh.
Meow.
Meow.
No.
So you're licking your hand again like a little kitten. Slasher Junkie gives it a 7. Brittany gives it an 8. Yeah, I think this movie is kind of if you were to give this movie anything less than a 6, you don't know good movies. I'm sorry. That's my
I
opinion.
gave it a 6.5.
You gave it
I mean,
a 6. You don't know what you're talking about.
there's Dark Mike with a 9.
There you go.
Oh, Horror Hound 3.5. Well, y'all don't believe anything he says.
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right, so are we gonna go along with this interview? So what's up now? We can do whatever. All right.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. I want to see Jordy and Morty.
Jordy and Morty. Y'all ready for some Jordy and Morty?
Joke of the week.
Hey there, Horrorholics. It's time again for Morty's Joke of the Day. Are you ready to tell the joke, Morty?
Yeah, you schmuck! You think I'm sitting on your arm for my health?
Really?
You dope! Jesus.
Just tell the joke.
Okay, a horrorholic walks into his wife. He's got a duck under his arm.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Hey, look at this pig I've been fucking." She says, that's not a pig. He said, "I'm not talking to you." Get it?
Really?
Oh my God, she's as dumb as you are.
You have a warped sense of humor, you know that?
Of course. You're the one operating me. What does that say about you? What a dope.
Well, folks, that's been Morty's Joke of the Day. Say goodbye, Morty.
Goodbye, Morty. Bye, you schmucks.
Jeez.
That was Jordy and Morty's Joke of the Week. So I hope you guys love that. That's something that's going to be a staple on our show. So every episode you can expect one of those. So that's so funny. Those guys are hilarious when they do that.
I still want to make sure the chat knows. Always go back and look for Easter eggs hidden in pictures.
Yes.
There's Easter eggs hidden in almost every picture.
Yes. Yes, that is one thing we like to do on the DL. If you guys look at any of the images we put up, there's probably something a little cynical or gross or something that you have to look out for. So it's funny.
I mean, the show did say there would be some nudity, so.
As a therapist, if you are a fan of the show, I will help you once you discover those images, and I will talk you through it.
Mm-hmm. For a price.
Yeah.
Just smashing that like button will be more than enough.
Yeah, if you guys are tuning in right now and you have not liked this, let's get us to 40 likes so we can chug another beer, you know?
He's got the 6-pack thing coming.
It looks like we're at 30 likes. We get 10 more. We do a big chug.
Oh, well, we
Do
had
a big chug
37.
at
37 last time I looked, no?
No,
That's
that's watchers. That's watchers.
Watches.
I'm still going to chug one right now of this Estrella Jalisco, whatever this is.
I've never heard of that.
This shit cost me $18.99 a 12-pack.
What?
Yeah, they didn't have a price on it until I got to the counter.
Is it worth it? Is it tasty?
It's actually pretty good. It's not. I don't think it's as good as Victoria, but it's pretty good.
Bullshit.
God damn. Hey, what are y'all drinking? Everybody in the chat, let's talk to y'all for a couple minutes because we want to interact with y'all and make sure that we're all on the same page. What are y'all drinking? I know what you're watching us, so thank you for that. What are you drinking?
Yeah, what are you guys drinking on tonight? Enjoying the show with us, huh? What you got? I'm drinking PBR.
What's your poison, sir?
I might do a shot of whiskey here in a second, just bump it up a little bit. But yeah.
You do a shot.
Would you shut the fuck up?
Yeah, Eric's doing a shot. Hold on.
Hey, wait for us.
I got some vodka. I got Iristoff.
I'll put another one.
All right, hold on. Let me grab some.
The truth is, folks, I'm only doing these shots because my back is bad and I can't get to my fridge and all my other beers are chugging right now. So when you got to do it, you got to do it. So we're doing some, what is it?
Some PBR. in the chat. We got some coffee, roast, Jack and Sour, root beer, vodka juice, Miller High Life, and rum. Damn. A fat blunt.
Here we go.
Yeah. Herby Herb.
Jack
Daniels. All right, I'm going to do a shot at Ezra Brooks. I love Ezra Brooks. It's a cheap whiskey, but it compares to Jack to me.
Has Jack Daniels sued them for like copyright infringement yet?
I know, it so much looks like it, the label and everything.
It does look like it.
Holy shit.
I know. All right. Let's throw it.
Too sweet. No.
Oh,
we keep drinking like this, there'll be even more nudity.
Oh my god.
Fucking vodka's nasty.
I hate vodka.
I do too.
Vodka's awesome.
No, vodka gives me the worst headaches.
You just you get a good expensive vodka, it goes down smooth, no headaches.
Dark Mike's
bad vodka's bad.
Dark Mike's got Twisted Tea. That sounds familiar.
Twisted Tea sounds familiar.
I think the smoothest vodka I've ever had was you can't get it anywhere anymore. Thor's Hammer vodka. That was the smoothest vodka ever. You've heard of it, right?
Yeah, but I never had it.
Oh my god, it was so fucking good. Like you can literally drink, you can chug it, and it's just like you're drinking water, but it hits you just like that.
My buddy's like a vodka expert. That's his thing. But I tell you what, even like Tito's isn't too bad. Tito's is relatively smooth.
I do like Tito's
for the price point, and then you get the Grey Goose, you get the Belvedere. You could chug vodka all night without hangover.
There's some about clear alcohols to me that give me a headache. It's the same thing with red wines. When I drink red wines, I get intense headaches.
Well,
I don't know what it is.
Whenever you mix it with juice, like the worst headaches come from the sugar. Like we're gonna probably have some headaches from the things we're gonna do a little bit later. If you take the sugar out of it, it's not that bad.
Dude, I don't know about later, but fucking, I drank so much last night. I fucking was fucked up all day today.
Me too.
I felt dying. I was like, damn, I gotta do a show later. I'm fucking yeah.
Every time I hear Larry talking about his drinking, maybe it's just me, and I'm not saying he doesn't look like the guy, but I always hear that song from like 10 years ago playing, Asher Lost, like that party last night. It's so crazy. I got that's one girl. I always hear that whenever you talk. I got so drunk. I see that playing in the background, and you just like walking through the party like playing beer pong or something.
Hey, well, we didn't have none of that last night, but I'm gonna do a quick shout out right fast because they were a new subscriber to us earlier. My fucking cousin Zach and his soon-to-be wife Lexi came over, and they're watching us right now, along with fucking Amanda and Frankie. And yeah, thank y'all for watching and subscribing. But
thank you.
They came over last night after I'd already pounded like fucking 12 beers, and so then when somebody company shows up, and then somebody else came, next thing you know, you're 30 beers deep. Bought that 30-pack yesterday, and it was gone. And so then I was drinking his that he bought. Oh man, but at least he left it. So I got.
That was always the best thing about having parties at your house, when people bring shit, and then people just leave it in your fridge, and you'd have drinks for fucking 6 weeks after that.
Dude,
bottles of liquor and everything.
My favorite thing about having a New Year's party, goddamn, Craig. My favorite thing about having a New Year's party.
All right, I'll do it with Craig.
Hold on. My favorite thing about New Year's party, every year I have a New Year's party, because people bring beer, they bring bottles left and right, and the next day, half that shit's left, and I got free beer and liquor for fucking the next couple weeks. It's awesome.
I was always. Go ahead.
No, go down.
I was gonna say I was always the son of a bitch that brought my shit and took it home with me.
I
did. I'm like, if I'm gonna buy a fucking $70 bottle of fucking Crown, I'm taking that shit home with me.
Here's who Darren is. Darren's the guy, and I know this because he came to my house. He's the guy who brings his shit, drinks it super fast, goes to Rick's store, drinks more shit super fast, and then he's in your cabinet going, "What you got?"
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'm not drinking no more liquor right now, but
more painkillers.
Yeah.
Mr. Bobby.
My goodness.
Wrong.
Yeah, far from normal or awesome.
Fucking hell.
Shit. So Asher Roth, goddamn.
Yeah, I love that.
I haven't thought of him for years.
That party last night was something like fucking crazy.
Who was that actor that died today? Willard, fucking
Fred Willard.
Yeah, Fred Willard. I think we should have like a 5-second moment of silence for him because he was cool. Okay.
Okay.
That was for Fred Willard. Mr. Ravi up there in heaven or hell, wherever you're at, Fred Willard.
Yeah, the funny part is too. This season, his character died on the show he was on. He's on Modern Family as Phil's father. They
Perfect
killed
timing.
Him. Yeah, they killed him. I mean, the show ended too, but still, they killed him. And like, whoa,
yeah.
They were killing everybody. Him, Shelley Wong's character. It's like, let's just pick off the parents.
I mean, sometimes that's smart, but
I agree. Keeps it fresh.
Yep.
You don't want it too fresh, like Game of Thrones style. We're like, what the hell? It's not him.
You know, I've still never seen a single episode of Game of Thrones.
I've seen like 3.
Yeah, I got too much shit I'm already watching. I got to finish something before
it's past its time. I wouldn't even do it now. I wouldn't go back and do it now. I think the hype about it was what was cool about it when it was coming out.
Oh, past its time. Doing this.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I'm not saying past its time like that. I'm saying like the hype, like people were watching it every Sunday together, talking about it, you know, and that hasn't happened now in so long.
You know what?
Go back and watch it, but it's still good. But
okay, you know what? You know, I tell you what. You know what? Would be a good thing to tell the viewers. Like we talked before about movies and stuff, and we have Grog and his Plex. You know, people like the meat of a good series. What are some good horror binge series that people are watching now that they're quarantined? Like, what's your go-to series, Darren?
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah, and that's up somewhere binge.
I've been watching the shit out of Are You Afraid of the Dark. It was something to me. You know, I'm 34. I'll be 34 next month. Me and Larry are about the same age. So this was like after-school special. When we came home from school, they always played Sweet Shorts. Then they played. I think it was Are You Afraid of the Dark, and there was some other show I forget on Nickelodeon or whatever it was.
Maybe Hey Dude.
Hey Dude, maybe it was Hey Dude. It might have been. But that was something I did religiously. I came home from school. I remember going downstairs in my basement, sitting Indian style when kids sat Indian style in front of the TV.
Racist.
Well, you know, Indian style in front of the TV, and I used to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark all the fucking time. I watched Goosebumps all the fucking time. And now going back as an adult man, watching them again, I still enjoy them. I'm now on season 6 or 7. Started at the beginning, and I'm going there, and I'm almost done with it. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to do Erie, Indiana, which is another one that I was really
underrated, absolutely. What about you, Larry? What about you? What's your go-to?
Happy early birthday, Abe M.
Yeah, happy early birthday. Your birthday is actually fucking 4 days after mine, but I'll be 37. But,
that's right. I forgot your birthday's coming up too.
Yeah, but no, I've been it's not horror, but what I've been binge watching here lately or trying to catch up on is the 100. I love the 100. I'm almost done with this new season or this latest season, and the new one will be starting pretty soon. But talking about what did you just bring up a while ago? Erie, Indiana. I got Grog to put that on there because I love that. I loved that as a kid. I fucking went straight through it, blew through it. Mm-hmm. I started watching the fucking pretty much remake sequel that came out years later. I couldn't really finish through it. I'm about halfway through the one season they made. It wasn't as great, but
I don't remember seeing a remake.
Yeah, it's not really a remake. It's like it's another dimension. Years later, they came out with Erie, Indiana, and it was two different kids. But they still put the other two kids like in flashbacks, them talking to them and stuff. It's all right, but it's just different.
8 more likes, and we got a big chug coming up. Let's see that hit 40.
8 more likes, guys. Hit that like button so we can chug.
What about you, Raymond? You got to show your binge watching for the chat. We can help them out during this quarantine.
I'm not binge watching anything right now.
No,
I've watched everything.
I know. Grog is binge watching.
Actually, believe it or not, before all this hit, I kind of was watching Dallas.
Okay.
And then when we hit quarantine, I was like, "Oh shit, I can finish it." So I went through the rest of those seasons and finished that. And then I took some, I didn't watch anything for a while because I was rebuilding the server and everything like that. And then, as I was rebuilding the server, getting more shows and stuff, I started collecting the Star Trek stuff. I'm like, well, I think I'm going to start from the very beginning, so I did, and I'm starting to plow through all that, and I'm going in complete, like, broadcaster. Like, I watched all the original series, and I watched the animated series, and then now I'm watching the original movies up until Generations. I'm not going to watch it until I finish the next generation, then, I'm just going to go from there. So that's my binge right now.
Well, I'm going to give real quick mine, 2 horror ones, and then a random TV show that if you haven't seen, watch it. It's worth it. Random horror ones. Everyone knows Tales from the Crypt. I don't got to say anything about that. If you don't know every episode by heart, what's wrong when you go figure it out?
You know it, Elizabeth.
Lesser known series, Monsters. Awesome. Used to be on Channel 11. Holly's Playhouse. Holly can fucking kick Chucky's ass any day.
Oh, I remember that.
Any day of the week, kick Chucky's ass. And my TV show that's lesser known, and then I'll throw back to Darren for Holly, is great show. Lots of stars. Well done. And it was 80s, which meant they got to do all the screwed up shit they don't do today in shows. I've fallen in the wormhole, and I'm watching 21 Jump Street.
Actually, you know what, Craig? I have 21 Jump Street on the server, the complete series, and Eric, Horror Mancave, is sending me a box, still stuck in Dallas, and in that box is the complete Monsters series I'm going to be throwing up on there, too.
Nice, because I watched...
Yeah, I love that show.
It'll be nice to revisit that. Yeah, it'll be nice to revisit that.
Super. But what do you say, fellas? Are we good to throw to the interview? Is it not?
Elizabeth, no, I have not seen it, but I do have all the episodes. So that's the newest one, so that'll be the last one I watch.
All right, guys. We're going to show you guys the exclusive interview with the man himself, Drew Marvick. So enjoy.
Hey, this is Drew Marvick, the writer and director of Party Massacre, and you're watching the Horrorholics tear my movie apart. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to say.
So hello, everybody. We are welcomed by Drew Marvick, the creator, the boss behind Party Massacre. And I'm really excited to talk to him. I've been wanting to talk to him for a long time. People say we look alike, but he's got the more glorious beard, and he uses more conditioning products than I do.
Tons.
And we're excited to have him on tonight. We're going to be talking about his film tonight, Party Massacre. We were excited to review it, give you guys our honest thoughts, because that's what it's about, right? You don't want to bullshit around and give somebody the wrong direction, right? So we have Drew on tonight. Drew, thank you for joining us. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself on how this film got made?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Thanks for having me on the Horrorholics, even though I'm drinking sparkling water. I think that might be like a violation of rules 1 through 10, but nonetheless, thank you. I appreciate it. What do you want to know? You want to know about Pool Party Massacre?
I want to know what made a man wake up one day and say, I'm going to make a movie today.
I'm going to make a really shitty movie and unleash it on the world. Well, I don't think I just woke up one day and did it. I mean, it was something that had been brewing for a long time. I've always wanted to make movies. I've been, like probably most of us and most indie filmmakers, I was making short films as a kid with my parents' VHS camcorder and blowing up G.I. Joe guys. And so it's been a part of me for a long time, as well as horror. My mom was a big horror fan, so there are always horror books and horror movies laying around the house. So I always wanted to do it. I just didn't know it was realistic until after college. And I realized that I knew people that actually worked in the film industry. And so I started to dabble in it and worked on commercials. And so I've been in the film industry for like 17 years now, producing commercials. And so it was a while that I was in the business before I finally said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to make a movie.
Yeah.
So I was waking up many mornings wishing I could, and then all of a sudden saying, you know what? And it was, the catalyst really was, I work with so many talented people, so many like DPs and gaffers and people and directors that can do everything. They can shoot, they can light, they can edit. They literally could do everything by themselves really well, so much better than I could do any of those things. But they're all, or at least all the ones I came in contact were afraid. They were too insecure to make a movie. They got into film to make movies, not to make commercials. But they're so afraid that when they finally do make something, people aren't going to like it. And they're afraid to fail. And luckily for me, I'm not afraid to fail at anything. That doesn't scare me. I failed at most things that I do every day, so I'm used to it. So I was like, hey, I'll make a fucking movie then. Let's do this. And they all laughed at me, and I said, all right, watch this. So I wrote a script, gathered a couple buddies, and made a damn movie.
Why the fuck did you wake up one day and say, I'm just going to kill this girl in the shower with a weed whacker?
Well, that one actually kind of evolved. I mean, I've always wanted to kill a girl in the shower with a weed whacker, just to be honest. But I don't usually have one with me. But in the script, if I remember correctly, she's actually killed with one of those like hedge trimmers that kind of looks like a sawtooth shark, and was going to stick it in one side and just cut straight across and cut her in half. And it would leave half of a shower curtain and her body in two pieces. It was the original way I wrote it. And by the time we got to shooting that scene, I couldn't afford to do another full body cast because we already had to do one on Alexis, who's the girl that's topless in the bed. I won't say anything else, but we had to do a full body cast and head cast of her, and I just couldn't afford to do another one. So I rewrote the scene, and Weed Whacker came to my mind. I think I found a cheap weed whacker on Craigslist. I was looking, and actually that weed
should look rusty a little bit too.
That one, I got one off Craigslist, and I didn't like it. And so our lead actress, who plays Blair, she said, I think my dad has an old one in his shed that you can probably have. And she just brought that to set the next day. And that ended up being the one that we used. And it's hanging like right now in my garage, all covered with blood.
I have a question. If you don't mind me asking, what was the overall budget of the movie?
It ended up being about $6,000 for the shooting.
Oh, wow. Dude, that's way less than I thought. Way less than I thought for production value.
I mean, it started out as, I'm trying to remember, in the very beginning, like when I wrote the script and had the plan, I just wanted to make a movie for fun. I didn't think anyone would ever see it. And I really was going to make it for it was like $11, I think, was my original goal. It's like, I'm going to make an $11 movie, and that's how I'll get the press, because people would be like, some idiot made a movie for $11. Let's watch it, see how bad it is. But then as we started cast and more of my friends got interested, and more since like I said, I work in film for a living, a lot of my friends and my coworkers are professionals, and they're really good at what they do. And as more of them said, hey, I'll volunteer some time and help you, I said, okay, well, I don't want to embarrass them by, I don't want to have a really talented director of photography shooting an $11 movie and it's going to look bad on him. So then I started to take it a little more serious, but still $6,000 for a shooting budget is, I mean, I don't think I've ever produced a commercial that was $6,000.
I just want to say, Drew, I appreciate all your time with this. I think we're going to cut it now before it's too long. But if you guys want to see an exclusive interview, we will post it on the Horrorholics after this. And we'll see you on the show on Saturday.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back, and wow, it was so fun to talk to Drew. He's such a funny guy. He's so, he does. I don't think he realizes how good he is, but he is. And man, that was fun talking to him. Grog, thank you for doing that the other night with me, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. There was so much he told us that we couldn't fit in a small scale for this tonight. We may be putting the full length interview on our Horrorholics YouTube page at some point. Okay. we're probably not going to do that. But it was a fun time. He's such a cool guy, and we can't wait for Party Massacre 2, like we talked about earlier. He's in the writing process of that, and like Larry said earlier, I mean, I think if this is any testament to what this guy can do with the comedy, $6,000 to make the production value look that good with the color correction and getting all these people to do it, and film it nice and get it produced into a Blu-ray and you can buy it in stores. Like, that's almost unheard of in the indie horror scene today. So it's funny. I keep hearing what Grog's saying. All right. So anyways, I mean, to be able to do that, and just be so modest like he is. I mean, he's got such a great future ahead of him. I can see him like really putting out some bangers over the next 10, 20 years. So, we're honored to review your movie, Drew. And if you're watching this back, we appreciate everything you've done for us and giving away your Blu-ray. So, without further ado, we're gonna go into horror news with Craig. So
after we chug a fucking beer.
All right.
I got to pour a shot. I don't got all my chuggable stuff is freaking. All my chuggable stuff is for a contest. So I think that's your plan. You knew my back was bad, and you're gonna have me die from the shots.
We're trying to help you. We're trying to help you out by making your back feel better.
We want to beat you later. We're trying to get you drunk. Here we go.
Yeah,
let's try. Chat.
Good and tight.
Love all y'all.
Okay, there we go. That's good. You think that would feel better than it does? It doesn't. But yeah, horror news is something I think at times there's some stories that's worth delving into. One of the biggest ones is probably the scariest. It isn't directly related to a movie, but it's something I've been picking up in a lot of sources. There's a lot of people that think the horror genre, because of the COVID epidemic, and I know Full Moon sort of sees that, and there's that movie out there, but there's a lot of people that think some studios, once we get healthy again, might be scared to do these types of movies. So, like, all the progress that horror was making, like all the good momentum, all the R-rated ones that were making 100 million plus that, were at least doubling, tripling their money, people might be reluctant to do because of all the deaths we had with COVID. Are you guys scared about what that means to horror? You think it's going to happen? You think we're going to have a back, maybe people will go back to the safer films again?
No. I think people like the scary shit. I think this world has been shooken by this whole thing. And I think people are realizing that, this world isn't fucking safe. This world isn't as peachy clean as people thought before this thing. If anything, I think people are going to be more nervous. I think they're going to be more apprehensive about other people around them in society. I went out, I'll just give you an example. I went out today to get Creech crickets, right? I had to feed the bearded dragon. And first of all, I couldn't believe how many people were out because PA is still in lockdown, like crazy lockdown. Just like nobody is getting near each other. Like they're, at least where we're at, like they'll walk. We're not doing the 6 feet thing. We're doing the 30 feet thing, like people. And it's
I can vouch for that. Everyone's doing a wide berth, like walking around, like seriously.
I mean, and I want that too. Like I'm thinking to myself too. Yeah, I have my mask on. I'm doing this. I know I'm being safe. I have sanitizer in the car. We have the wipes for my steering wheel. Every time I'm getting in and out of the car, I'm doing it because I can't risk, getting sick or getting my brother sick. Just like a lot of us with high risk. But I think after this.
Yeah.
So the one thing I did want to say, though, is I think the social distancing thing is going to stay in play after all this. And I would love to see a resurgence of drive-ins.
Yeah, that could happen.
I would love to see the sitting in the car if you're going to do it, because people aren't going to sit in a movie theater anymore and be next to each other. But the drive-in thing, I could see a whole resurgence of that. And I think that would be the normal way to do things again,
I like to see that.
In my opinion, well, first off, I'm in Texas and we're retards apparently because we fucking are still acting like it's normal fucking everyday shit. We're all over each other. We got to fucking go this way down a fucking goddamn aisle and everybody's fucking all over the place. Nobody gives us two shit. We're stupid, but hey, shit happens. My my whole thing is I think it's gonna hurt the big cinema productions of like big time horror movies because they're not being able to film shit right now. But where that helps out, I think, is gonna be these low budget fucking independents that are still fucking filming, whether they're making movies like shot on video with their friends or they're only bringing in people that live around. Okay, one thing right fast. Today I had a chance to go fucking film in a movie, Strix by Abel Berry, that's coming out. The movie's called Strix. I was supposed to film today a part of my movie, but I couldn't go because this show, because these are my boys. And I'm gonna be here every day for them whenever I can, unless I'm on my deathbed. But still, independent movies like that, they can still film by getting small people that live there, people around, their friends, people they know, without having to bring in people all around. So I think this is going to hurt the big budget, big industry fucking movies. But I think this is going to, the next year or so, when those movies aren't coming out, this is the perfect time for independents to fucking blow up and show who they really are, to put their names out there when they're still making movies. And everybody has to watch a new movie coming out. And those are going to be the only new movies coming out, except for, ones that were made 2 years ago that were supposed to come out this summer. Didn't come out only because nobody could go to the theaters and watch it.
That's true. That's true. I 100% agree with that. I think this is the time for indie filmmakers to step up, put out their product, because this is the time. This is the time. Because even you can scroll through the internet or whatever, and you can see AMC theaters or what.
Hold on, Darren. Just because Larry made such a good point, why don't we get a beer since I got another one in my hand?
Yes, okay, I got one.
And then let's hear what Raymond thinks.
Okay.
About what?
We were at 37 likes, 3 more, and we got to chug a beer, like a whole beer.
Okay.
That's all right.
Nice. No, Larry's point was excellent. So maybe more pool party massacres are coming, so you won't be worried about it.
God, y'all wait.
Raymond, what it means to the movies? Do you think they're gonna run tail and scared of horror?
I don't see that. Okay. I would like to see more drive-ins open because our drive-in just closed recently, a few years ago, and I'd like to see another one because I won't go to the movie theaters. Our movie theaters suck here, so.
Yeah. Well, what's the
like to see the drive-in open.
The last thing I have, again, just to throw it out there, I guess talk about a future movie that I guess has been officially confirmed. It kind of surprises me, and I'm curious to see what each one of you thinks, although I can guess what most of you think. So, it looks like we're going to have a Scream 5. What do you feel? Larry, what do you think?
Where's Steve at? I know he would love to hear this.
I don't know what I think about that. I mean,
why?
I guess it could be fucking awesome. I mean, as long as you bring back all the characters that are still alive. But I just don't know what are you going to do now? I mean, are you going to turn around and have that Sydney becomes a fucking crazy after all these years? She starts killing people after all these years.
Face.
That would be fucking cool if at the end, after all these years of trauma, she's like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna start killing everybody. That'd be fucking pretty cool. Throw the whole story for a loop.
I mean, that's the only way to really round it out, right? Like, she's been so traumatized from all this shit. She's like, fuck it, I'm gonna kill people.
Yeah, David Arquette, he comes out and starts killing motherfuckers. Deputy Dewey, shit.
My idea, my take on the whole Scream franchise is this.
You had to go too far.
Yeah, we know you're not a fan.
Oh.
But the only way I can see redoing a Scream, it has to be a main character that comes out and becomes a killer after all these years of the fucking trauma and fucking shit in their head, psychological shit that they went through.
Well, the rumor is, because I guess he was never officially killed or shown dead, they just showed him with the TV on his face, would be they might do something with Matthew Willard. In fact, Matthew Willard was supposed to be the killer in 3, where he read a group of kids, other teenagers, but that crashed with like Columbine stuff or something at the moment, so they totally dismissed all that stuff. So it'd be interesting, but who knows? New movies, old movies, just keep pumping them out.
All right, we got 42 likes, guys.
Oh shit!
Well, let's
all right, hold on a sec. So I gotta set this
42 likes. You guys are awesome.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. You guys are amazing.
And girls are fucking amazing.
That was my sister, but give me some more beer.
Oh, you got to scream at her.
You can do a shot, too. They said
No, she did. No, I got some more. I'm good.
Oh.
You gave me some beer.
Awesome. You got Miller Lite, too. I got this fucking Estrella Jalisco, whatever the fuck it's called.
Somebody in the chat is yelling at you for like butchering.
Everyone, thank you for the 42 likes. We greatly appreciate it. Seriously.
We love you guys.
Mine's not full, but it's 89%.
Bullshit. 89. That's very specific.
Yeah, it looks more. It looks more than or less than 90.
All right, I'm gonna do a shot and a half a beer. How's that sound? Here we go. Skull.
Cheers.
Skull.
Skull.
Woohoo. We got a chugging contest coming soon, fellas.
Jesus, I know.
Oh, shit.
We did not think this clear, you know.
Stop being a little
bitch. The good thing is, only one person really has to win.
I'm gonna lose on purpose.
No, that's my thing. I did that last week.
Oh shit. Well.
All right. So what's up? We got any more news at all? Hey, what do y'all think about? There's rumors, which it was rumors, and it's all fake rumors, but it's just them trying to get the ball rolling. The guy going around with the petition to restart the Ghoulies franchise with a new movie.
I think they shouldn't touch it. I think that's one thing they should not touch. But I also said the same thing about Evil Dead, and at the same time, I hated it. Fucking hated it when it came out. But I watched it again not too long ago. It's okay. My initial thoughts were why would you do the premise of, oh, you're taking your friend that's all strung out to get her to fucking just burn it out, But I'm thinking how else would you do it? I understand the times. So I hate when they retouch these movies, especially Ghoulies. You can't. It has to be all practical. If they start chucking this shit like they did with the new Chucky, it's all fucking CGI'd. It would ruin it for me.
The new Chucky wasn't bad though.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't think it was. I thought it was. I liked it.
Yeah, new Chucky was solid with the robot and the Texas Chainsaw throwback.
Gary, I got one for you. So while we're talking about Full Moon Empire with Ghoulies, did you not fucking love the fucking goddamn Puppet Master? Littlest Right?
Yes, I did. I did like that, but I think that because they did it right.
Exactly. So what if you get the same people to do it and they do it right?
If they use the Full Moon crew and they don't put out a movie that takes 2 weeks to shoot, and they actually do a month or 30 days or 45 days like a normal production used to be, and then I think it would be good. And I think Charles Band and his brother and the whole crew, I think that the only way to do that justice is to do it like that. You can't rush something like that like they did with Corona Zombies. Corona Zombies is cool for the time, but you can't. I think that was filmed in a week or 2 weeks. But you can't do a movie like that. You can't do that.
Old footage. Corona Zombies was a lot of old footage.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
It's all new. They made it. They made it look old. The camera fucking said it was.
No, that's for another time. We might talk about that on another show because we have some zombie episodes coming up, and it's a contender for another show. Oh, my bad.
That's all right.
We shouldn't pop the cherry on that, but Larry is right. It's all new footage, and I'm actually surprised what they did.
Now you got to see it.
Corona Zombies. I'm only going to talk about it for a second. For what I thought it was going to be compared to what it actually was, it actually blew my fucking mind about how great they fucking did that fast. And they got the new one coming out next week. The fucking so-and-so and so-and-so, the two girls saved the Tiger King or whatever. It's about the fucking Tiger King. It's going to be, I'm sure that one's probably going to be horrible, but I don't know. We'll see.
It sounds terrible.
It's like Kendra and somebody saved the Tiger King.
Oh, that's right, Groggy. Friday the 13th just turned 40, and that's your jam. What do you think about that? That's something we can wrap on for a little bit.
Wrap on?
Big Fish Video just subscribed. Thank you for the subscription.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, hey, and if you're new in here and you just came in, make sure you hit that like button.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think it's cool. Friday the 13th is actually 40 years old. I've been obsessed with it since I was a kid. I know there's some people in our group who don't care about the franchise. Me, personally, I don't know what drew me to it. There was just something so cool about just seeing someone wearing a mask. Like, you can't see like what's behind the mask, like what's going on with their face or anything like that. Well, that's coming from like a kid, so I don't know. I'm just obsessed over it ever since I was a kid. So I really got not much else to say. So
when y'all were kids, yeah, it came out when y'all were kids.
Yeah,
me and Darren
yeah,
on our dad's balls.
Yeah, I don't even think you're your dad's balls yet. You guys are probably nutrients and fucking plants in a field waiting for your dad to eat them.
I remember when Friday the 13th premiered on HBO when it first came out.
Yep.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
The first
I was
time.
like 5.
Oh, you were that young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All these old farts were. Us young bucks over here weren't born yet.
Just because you guys have mentioned Friday the 13th, I think next to Grog, I'm probably in our group. I think I'm probably the biggest supporter. And I didn't say it at the time, but when Darren said the weed whacker scene in Pool Party Massacre, he never seen anything like that. The guy from, what was it, Terry Kaiser? Isn't that how he killed Terry Kaiser in Friday the 13th Part 7?
Part 7, yeah. Weekend at Bernie's.
And that scene was apparently, like, supposedly one of the bloodiest scenes he ever did. And they had to severely edit it. And I saw that in, like, what was the Crystal Lake Memories or whatever. Kane Hodder was talking about it. But yanked out the weed whacker to Terry Kaiser, who deserved every minute of it because he was one of the biggest douches in the movie.
Mm-hmm. I forgot about that now that you brought that up. Yeah, because I saw your eyes when I said that. You're like, what? You don't know? Right? The weird thing about it...
Oh, my buddy D just joined. About fucking time, dude. God damn it.
I can't believe Friday the 13th came out 40 years ago.
Only told you about the group like fucking 5 weeks ago.
Like, I think back now and I'm like, okay, yes, I'm younger than some people in our group and in the chat, but
what's up, Jennifer Swanson? How's everything going?
I just think like, wow, I myself have been obsessed and like religiously watching horror for at least 30 years when I was 10.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I'm thinking, man, it's just like, what do the next 40 years have to bring? It's crazy to like think about what we just talked about too. Like, you know, where's the future of horror with everything? And I really think drive-ins are going to happen. I really do. I think that's a smart move. I think it's a lot of business opportunities for people. I'd love to fucking get with you guys. Let's open a Horrorholics fucking drive-in. What's it cost? You know, to get some land and throw a fucking screen up there. Well, still, it'd be cool. But anyways, like, I think there's a lot of business opportunity with that, and then it'll bring people back to those, because that's what people were watching Friday the 13th on 40 years ago. They went to the drive-ins with their sweetheart, and then they went to Lover's Lane and got their dick sucked and fingered a girl. You know, like it's gonna be cool to have that shit like resurface again. So I think that's the direction, and it's crazy. 40 years of that film. You know, it wasn't even supposed to be made. It wasn't even supposed to happen.
No.
You know, the hockey mask wasn't even supposed to be in the movie. It was an afterthought.
Well, it wasn't. The hockey mask was that's in Part 3.
I'm saying the hockey mask, because the first one was the mother, and then the second one they didn't have any idea for a mask, so they threw a sack on his head, and then the third one, like, was the mask. It's like
one of the someone on the set was a big hockey fan. Said, "Hey, I got a hockey mask we can use," or something like that, and I think that's what they went with.
But is that crazy? Is it crazy that if somebody talks about Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees, whatever, you think of a hockey mask, but the fucking it didn't even come around till the third fucking movie or whatever. I mean, that's crazy.
I've actually thought about that too, Larry, because you know Jason is so synonymous in pop culture because you always see, you know, the killer with the hockey mask. Everyone refers to it as Jason. But before Part 3, there really was no Jason in a pop culture. Because did you ever see Jason and Hockey Mask as pop culture? No. It was only after part 3 that he actually established himself there, and it's like, well, there you go.
It's all about the look.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't know. Jason to me is one of the best series just because everyone always gets on he comes back. It really is one of the only series where you can fully track it. Like from, if you believe the story, Ari Reman never really came out. That was hallucination. You had Jason River in the forest. He saw his mom killed. That's what inspired him as an adult to start killing. In part 2, he was human. 3, he was human. 4, he was human. Then he became Frankenstein in part 6 with the lightning pole, and he became superhuman. They gave it such a good. It made sense, like how he could come back each time. Like anyone who says it doesn't, you don't realize like the nuance of that. I can't explain the hot stuff for Jason Goes to Hell, although I do love the fact that Freddy's glove and Fluffy's crate are in the basement. But and the Necronomicon. No, am I making that?
Yeah, Necronomicon was in it.
That stuff is awesome, but. I love that, like Jason.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, Craig, because a lot of people who don't watch the Friday 13th films, they say, "Oh, well, he just keeps coming back. He just keeps coming back for no apparent reason." But if you watch the movies, you see how he comes back, and it makes sense in the storyline.
Yep.
And a lot of people, and when people say, "Oh, he just comes back," it makes me think of the father from Monster Squad with Groundhog Day. Oh, they hacked him up, chopped him up into bits, and he still comes back. Those are those kinds of people that think that's what Friday the 13th is like. But no, it actually does make sense.
Yeah, I like it for that reason. That's why I like debating too. Like it's the only one of the series. Like I know most of the TCM guys who Leatherface. I know even the Scream people and the Scream Croak. But like for the most part, Friday the 13th is the one where you have the real serious debates about who did it better. Which one played him better. Yeah, like do you like the hulking C.J. Graham or the Mias or the Ken Kaisinger, or do you go back to Booker, or do you go? Like that's where the best debates are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it said, Darren, you got a contest for these folks coming up soon, don't you?
Yeah. So I'm gonna turn the floor over to Larry here, and we're gonna talk about our sponsor for today's show. It's that time, guys. So if you were in the chat and you want to win something badass, listen to Larry. He's gonna give you all the instructions. Take it over, Larry.
All right. Let's start this off with a man-sized chug right here. Because that's what we do on the show for the Horrorholics.
I got to pull another shot. I'm out of my beers. Wait one second.
Good. So, we ready, Grog?
Drew's in the chat now. Drew, we already did our interview and everything. We gave away your thank you very much. We gave away your signed copy of Pool Party Massacre. We had an awesome winner to get it. We love that you're here, man.
By the way, Drew, I'm the only one who gave your show your movie a 10. So if you need another casting, I'm here for you, buddy. You sexy motherfucker, you.
He did. Craig gave you a 10, dude. 10 out of 10.
Finish him. So let's do this. So when we first started this whole, we had the premise, everything for making a show for everybody, for us all coming together to get with y'all. We all tried to reach out to our own people to do, hey, because we want people to watch. So best way to get people to watch, even besides if y'all love us, to bring people in is true fact is we're going to give shit away. And then you fucking come in for the giveaway and then you watch us and then you fall in love with us and you stay. That's the true fact. That happens anywhere you go, any company. I reached out to a buddy of mine who works at Full Moon. And he said, yeah, fucking, we will sponsor y'all. We'll fucking goddamn give away something for y'all. So today, right now, is the Full Moon Mystery Box giveaway. And I am super fucking happy and pumped that Full Moon, did this for us. It's awesome for us, especially, but we're so thankful for them. So this is where you can win a mystery box. And just to let y'all know, I was told we will be doing this again in the future. So, right now, the way you win this mystery box by Full Moon is you answer this question in the chat. The first person that answers the question right with the right answer wins. We have moderators in the chat that will be watching. So just because you see somebody pop up first, that doesn't mean they won, because everybody's lags or fucking times are different. We're going to get together. The moderators in the chat are going to review, and then they're going to talk and send Grog who the winner is. And then Grog will announce the winner a little bit later, who the actual winner is. Because shit's different on everybody's stuff.
Yes.
But the question for the full moon box giveaway is, besides the new Blade movie that hasn't came out yet, how many Puppet Master movies are there? How many Puppet Master movies have been made besides the one that hasn't come out yet? And I'm not talking about documentaries or fuck behind the scenes, actual movies.
Sir.
Yep. True, it's not 7. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
Burn, burn. Oh!
No way!
You stubbed your toe there, Larry.
Burn, 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 burn,
I see one person got it.
Yeah, I do too. So, but we'll
And
wait.
just so
till
everyone
Grog-
knows, as soon as we hit 60 likes, we will do another big chug. We are right now at 44. We thank you for those likes. Keep them coming, guys. Seriously.
Yeah, so
Yes.
go hit that like button.
Hit that like button every 20 likes.
I gotta ask, how much big of a chug did 6 beers? You tried to kill the big guy. I'm
Hey,
about to chug 6 beers. That's the chug.
We're trying to not. We don't want you to win.
the best answer is Drew Marvick, 211.
Whoa.
Honestly, by the time they're done, it might be that close.
Yeah, yeah.
It might
In the
be.
future.
Yeah. It's funny.
I want to give a shout out to my boy Ray. He is in the chat. He's giving us a little bit of love.
What's up, Ray?
Ray.
Ray.
You met him. He was on with us before fucking around.
Drew wants to use a lifeline.
The contest, baby.
Yep.
Contest.
Yep.
I'm just
And
like Drew, like, you know. And you gotta fit. Hold on. I gotta say this for the contest, folks. Here's what makes this fun. Some contests, it's about one guy finishes. Everyone's like, okay, good, you win. We all have to finish.
No, fuck that. That's a lie. I did a shot chug with you the other day. You didn't finish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
but I called it though.
It doesn't matter. I beat your ass, and you didn't finish.
Look, I told Larry before the contest what was gonna happen there.
Nope. All right, guys. So if you don't remember, when we were promoing this show a week or so ago, Craig talked all the shit that he was going to beat me and chugging shots, and I whooped his ass, and he didn't finish. So don't listen to him. All right, it's the first to finish is the winner. There's the baby. There's the baby cry.
When Larry gets back,
Stop being a little bitch.
Ask Larry the question when he gets back. I was trying to give you throw you a bone. Ask Larry, he'll tell you. Did you really think you'd win on merit?
On merit? I chugged them, and I almost threw up. I did it for you.
Ask Larry. Well, ask Eric. He heard it too.
I know. You were going to steal a shot, and you were going to put one down on the side. I heard about it already.
No, I was going to let you win.
Oh, come on.
Ask him.
Is that true? Was this rigged? This shit was rigged?
No, this show is completely legit.
Not this one, but our chug
that show. That show.
Did he rig this? He rigged me to chug all those shots just so I was a drunk fuck.
Well, I don't know about all that. I think that you beat him, but I think
It's not fair and square. Did I not win?
What did I say before we did it though, Larry? Because you lost to Paul, I'm like, you know what'd be funny? To try to build us up as
Steve. I lost to Steven.
Steve, to build us up as underdogs the next time around. I'm like, I should let Darren win this one.
That's
Did
fucked up.
I not say that?
I earned that win.
I mean, in all fairness,
I earned that goddamn win.
In all fairness, yeah, you won that, Darren. But in all fairness, Craig would beat you 99 out of 100 times.
No. But that we'll never know. So let's take this seriously.
That's so messed up. Listen, I don't want to get in rigged fucking challenges anymore. All right, I want to know I won. I want to wake up in the morning.
Hey.
I beat this guy.
Well, this challenge ain't rigged right now, motherfucker, so get involved.
We have a challenge right now that's not rigged, and it kind of is, in our opinion.
We didn't call out a winner yet for the giveaway.
We're not going to. We're waiting.
We're waiting until Grog gets.
We're going to wait until we're done the challenge.
Yeah, Grog's going to hit the winner from our admins, and then he'll announce it later at the end of the show.
Keep them watching, baby.
But for right now, we have a 6 fruity beer chug. We're basing this on Pool Party Massacre, where they drink, some fruity stuff.
No Dirty Sanchez.
We're not going to go Dirty Sanchez's, but
listen, we don't have Dirty Sanchez's, and we're too poor to have Dom champagne. But
45 legs, people. Let's keep them coming.
But we thought about how can we kind of be the girls laying by the pool, right?
Is that what we thought?
And yeah, pretty much. So we all got some Twisted Tea or a Smirnoff or Mike's Hard Lemonade. Right. I got Twisted Teas.
I got strawberry lemonade. Bitches.
Yes, what?
I got Twisted Tea. So we'll see.
I forgot to take these out earlier, so they weren't ice cold. Damn.
Oh fuck, me too. I just pulled it out of the fridge. All right, I'm definitely not winning this, man. I'm gonna have such a sugar high from this. I probably won't sleep tonight.
Sugar high.
Oh man. All right, guys. So that's the challenge. We all got a 6-pack of some kind of lounging by the pool drink. So we're gonna chug it, and whoever wins wins. And it should be funny. I'm probably gonna pull up. Here we go.
I got a bucket, just in case I need it.
I got a boot.
Is that what you're gonna do?
No. This is the one we'll throw up in.
Yeah, no.
But if I throw up, I will drink it back.
Folks, let me give you a little tip, especially if you got to vomit and there's nothing around you to vomit. Here's a little tip. You have your T-shirt right here, right? You just pull it forward, and you do this. And then you go shower, and nothing goes anywhere but the shower. That's drinking with Alcoholics 101.
There we go.
The more you know.
There you go.
Drew said, I changed my mind. Watching you guys drink Zima is the worst pool party ever.
Drew, you should put like an homage to that in your next film.
Hey, Drew, have you met my cousin Crystal? I think you might like her.
All right, so my question is, can we pop the tops on them first, or we have to open them after each one?
One at a time.
One at a time.
Okay. I'm totally going to throw up.
So am I timing this or what?
I was wasted last night.
It'll make for a good show.
Okay. All right, I'm scared. All right.
Y'all ready?
There's no way I'm doing it.
I would put the Rocky theme on, but we'd probably get hit.
Grog, you got to give us a countdown.
All right, I'll do that. All right. Hold on. Darren, will you shut the fuck up? All right. All right, Darren, are you ready?
No. Can we pop the top on our first one yet?
Yes, pop the top.
Okay. Well, I went in. Okay.
If you popped your top, then you are ready.
Okay.
All right, Darren, you ready?
Yes.
Craig, are you ready?
Ta-da.
Raymond, you ready?
Yep.
Larry, you ready?
Commence.
Oh, no.
Commence.
Oh, fuck. These are gross. Fuck. I'm gonna puke, dude.
Finish him.
Fucking careful.
Entertain the chat.
That's 3 done. Anyone else on 3? 4.
There's no way. Fuck, you're on 4? I can't even do half of my second one. Jesus Christ. Gross. If you buy Twisted Tea, you're a sick fuck. Any of these ghosts. First time I ever had this.
Tastes like the worst Kool-Aid I've ever drank in my life.
Dude, I can't even do this. I can't belch.
All right, I have 2 down. I'm not. Well, that's fucking nasty.
Number 6.
Oh, finish it, Craig.
Craig is in the lead.
In the lead?
Is he?
Drank as much we have together.
Oh wait, Larry, how many did you have? Are you 5 or 6?
Me? I'm on 2.
Craig, how many did you have?
Oh fuck!
I'm in last place.
Here's your fucking record, bitches.
Oh god, Craigie, do it.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
Oh,
there he goes.
There
he goes.
Oh.
Wow, that was fast. Holy shit. Hey, for y'all, all of y'all in the chat that don't know, Craig is like the drinking fucking champion of the world. We've been doing this shit for years, and this dude is demolished everybody.
I will be 100% honest. Here's my honesty. Darren, yes, I did let you win the other day. However, the very first chug challenge we did with the boot, the one I wasn't up for, you beat me on that one fair. To be fair, that one you beat me for real. The very first chug challenge.
Wait a minute,
because Rally won it, and then I'm like, I'm done. I can't do this.
But I beat you.
That
was when you're off.
The thing with the shots is we're doing it like have a little fun with, because I thought Monday it was going to be Larry and I against you and Steve, and it just never happened. But
you need that rematch.
What the fuck did I just do to myself?
I can't believe you drank all of that. Dude, I could barely finish my second one.
Dude, the 5 of them were gone in what, a minute and I don't know.
We should have timed that. That might be a world record, dude.
Somebody. Hey, Ray, tell them in the chat about the wedding, Ray, if you're still around.
I can't do it. I can't do that.
Dude, I still have 4 whole beers left.
So do I.
Hold on, I'll be honest, fellas. That's why I helped you out when I said, no, don't take the caps off. Because if you take the caps off, you're going to wind up wasting beer. Because I knew that would happen.
Craig is the all-time drinking champion in history in my book. You know, okay, we'll go back to back in the days before this show. We had a show together, and we did the DOS boot, and I beat Craig the first episode, and then that was the biggest mistake of my life. Because then he decided fucking goddamn chug a DOS boot 6 beers in fucking like 2.5 minutes, which is outrageous.
Well, before we did the DOS boot, we did do the 6 beer challenge with Miller Lite, and I won that one too.
Yeah.
But yeah, the DOS boot the second time around, I heard way too much shit talking. I'm like, you know what? These motherfuckers, we're gonna put them in the corner.
I'm so happy that I can always say that at least the rest of my life that I beat Craig in a 6 beer challenge one time in a DOS boot, one time, and I'll never do it again.
So I legit beat you with my DOS boot as well.
Well, not really, because I'd already won.
But I beat Craig.
Remember that DOS boot. See, here's the thing: the DOS boot I'm talking about. To be fair, remember I said my goal was, I don't care who, as long as Darren doesn't win. Once I saw Larry won, I'm like, good, I'm good. I can't do any more, fellas. And then you did finish. So I give you credit for that one.
I have to be honest with you. I'm really upset. Go ahead.
Abe M challenges Craig to a shot.
Dude, you just saw what I did, man. What the hell? Why are you?
Okay.
Hold on. Technically speaking, my lawyer tells me if I don't know you,
Stop
I can't
being a little bitch.
you because after you die, I don't want to get sued. So we'd have to get all sorts of paperwork signed.
No, shut up. Here's the thing. We've been doing this we've been doing these little live stream things, like challenging other people. I've done it a few times. Laura's in the chat now. We did it the other night. She said, "So does that mean I didn't win right, or I didn't win the other night too? Darren let me win." No, you beat me because I was too drunk. But I'm upset.
Ray, do me a favor.
I want you lied to me, and you let me win the other night.
I want you all to go. No, it was for the show. I was building up the suspense, but I can't really get cocky.
I thought I left. I thought I won. Legit.
I want you to go take a look at the chat and look what Ray said. Okay, this is 100% true story. Ray Maris said 100% true story.
You gotta read it to me. I don't know where it's at. I'm in a different. My shit's not coming in the same way yours is.
I drank 53 vodka and cranberries at a wedding, and not counting lessons and a whole bunch of champagne.
Holy shit!
I remember one day. This is like maybe a year ago or so. Fucking Craig came home one day. I don't remember if it was Ray, but I think it was that other dude you're friends with. Y'all came home and y'all had been somewhere drinking at a bar or something, like nonstop all day, and they came on. It was like a former student of yours, that one dude. I can't think of his name.
A student of mine. I wasn't drinking.
I think it might not have been. But
let's not get that out there.
I mean, I don't know. That young they bring young students home, but
I know.
No, that one dude that came over one day. I met him one time, and y'all came over after being like at the bar all day, and then y'all came home. Yeah. No, it wasn't Ray. Oh no, yeah. Oh no, I thought you were talking about. Yeah, that was him. I thought you were talking about Joe. Never mind. I'm fucking retarded. Yeah, Ray.
Podcast partner.
Yeah, Ray. No, when y'all came on that one day, and then y'all still drank all fucking night long, just pounding after drinking all day long at the bar or fucking a wedding.
And that's when Ray loved you guys. He's like, dude, now I know why you go online. Your friends are awesome.
Yeah, that was Ray. I was thinking of Joe for some reason.
Joe's like,
Hey, Drew, man, thank you. Yeah. Take care. Thanks for stopping in, man. You rock, dude. For a second.
Drew saying good night. Thank you for supporting us. Drew, we appreciate everything you've done for us, man. You have so much to give to the horror community. We're excited.
Let's do a chug for Drew. A chug for Drew.
I love you, Drew. I'm chugged out.
Chug for Drew.
Drew has a lot to give to the horror community. He made a fantastic movie. He's such a nice guy. I'm glad to have got to meet him. And man, thank you so much for doing a giveaway and sponsoring the show. And you're the man, dude. We love you. Thank you.
Holy shnikes. That was refreshing.
Not after the Twisted Teas. The Pabst on top of that.
Dude, I can't believe that's.
All right, so.
How about this
Mr. Groggy.
What?
Michael Morelli. Who is the winner of the fucking Full Moon Box?
The winner of the Full Moon Box is... I don't know.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I know.
I do too.
I don't. Oh, wait. The winner of the... the Full Moon Box is... Toku Nerd.
Yep.
Toku Nerd. Yeah. Congratulations.
Make sure you get hold of us. Larry, how can they come
hit me up. Well, you can send a private message to the actual Horrorholics Facebook or YouTube page, or you can get on Facebook page and message us if you're a member of our Facebook group, or you can get on Facebook and send me a friend request or just a private message, Larry Marek, Marek, and fucking goddamn, I will get it out to you ASAP, and you will love it. And I once again thank all of y'all, but I do want to thank Full Moon one more time for giving us a fucking box to give away. Awesome. And they've already said they are going to give another one away in the future. So,
well, if I may, a little shameless, because it does involve us too here, folks. I want you all to know over on my channel, I have a contest involves the Horrorholics and you befriending every one of us sons of bitches. It is going to be a contest right off the bat. 3 of the prizes: autographed mask, Nev Campbell autograph pop, and there's gonna be a whole bunch of other stuff. I just want to create some shit out and like cook somebody up and maybe get them addicted a little bit. So go over my channel if you haven't. Follow the instructions. Make sure you're friends with every one of these sons of bitches, because if not, you can't play. And we're gonna have some fun with it. So just want to toss that out there.
And
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say right fast. Craig always does good fucking giveaways, and he's a fucking awesome fucking dude. So do that, please do that. Holy shit! I was actually going.
He
to make
gives
one.
good giveaways.
I'm going to fucking goddamn make a video on my own channel for Craig's channel, but I'm not entering his giveaway. But if you want to know some answers to his contest, you can watch my video, and I might try to help you.
I'll tell you what, we'll one up that. If Larry wins, he just gets to pick a winner to give it to.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's different.
And I was actually going to say on my channel that whoever wins, I will send some shit to too.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Let's have some fun with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I also just want to add in, just because we didn't say it earlier, but RD Zombie also won the Pool Party Massacre signed Blu-ray. RD, make sure you get a hold of one of us so we can get your address. We're going to send it over to Drew. Drew's going to personalize it just for you and send it out. So make sure you get a hold of us and let us know how we can send it to you.
Yeah, and also congratulations to Glenn Sinister Syndrome 86, who won a giveaway, pre-show giveaway we did earlier today.
Yeah.
So thank you for everybody. Thank you for him for being on a pre-show on Facebook to fucking make sure he fucking won.
Yeah.
Hey, Grog, Abe asked a question. I don't know if you could do it or not. Would it be? You see it? Is it a question?
Yeah,
So this is easy. So I figured this out. We're all going to say hello. That is on the show right now, and all the Horrorholics. We're going to type hello, and you can click on our little tab.
And just sub us, yeah.
Or subs if you want
Perfect.
to. So here's my
hello. The hardest working man in show business.
Hello. The Horrorholics are saying hello right now. You can go to our channels and sub if you want to. Make sure you guys are subbed to this channel if you're just checking with us.
Hey there, Horrorholics. America Marty. And America Marty says that if you're an American red-blooded male who drinks White Claws or seltzer beers, then I believe you squat to pee and wipe from back to front. America Marty out. Woo!
This is a paid advertisement for America Marty.
Thank y'all, everybody, for watching.
That
We're not,
was
yeah, we
weird.
got a couple minutes, but thank y'all for watching because that's what we want to tell y'all. And don't forget, we're a little inebriated right now, so don't think that we're like not inebriated.
Can I ask the chat? Can I ask the chat a question?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, chat. She was a little shy, but based on how you answer this, maybe she comes around some more. Would you like to see my cousin again?
Yes.
If you know what that means, would you like to see Crystal around again? She's a little shy, but you know, it might happen if you ask her nicely enough. Just saying.
I'd like to see her.
I'd like to see her.
I know Darren would. He's not a Darren. He keeps sending her the dick pics.
I can't help it, guys. You guys say hello to my stunt double.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he got the beautiful blue eyes.
It's movie accurate to every tattoo, which is funny. But you will see him many times. Look at that. Here we go. We'll show him off. You ready? We'll show him off. Larry, show the first tat on the arm.
Yeah, show each part.
Bam. Show the other side. Bam.
Perfect.
Oh, fuck. I got to do this? Okay. Can you see me?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, look at my butt crack.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got?
The leg.
Bam.
Bam.
This one's kind of shitty.
Bam.
Bam.
So
And this one.
Oh, right here.
Oh,
Okay.
I love y'all.
We love you all. Have a great night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. And we hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you on the next episode.
Deuces, hold on. Cat's house. Meow.
Take care, horror fans. Keep being horrorholics.
Have a good night, guys. We love you. Bye.
Love y'all.
Good night.
Deuces.